Hey there, guys. What is going on? Sloppy here, playing some more Creativerse, and I am just excited. The server is bumping right now. If we do /u, there's 8 people online. Isn't that just nutty? 8 people. And you can see there's something being built at spawn. I don't want to spoil what this is. You guys can leave a guess if you want. I'm actually recording this. It's about 3 hours before last Thursday's episode comes out. I'm backlogging a little bit. Domas apparently needs death statues, so if you see him continually die in the chat, he's not in trouble. I would help if he was in trouble, but he's just trying to get death statues. Beautiful block. Anyway, yeah, kind of a fun something going there. So leave a guess if you're curious, but I never get tired of this view. We are going to finish that. I'm kind of committed to finishing it on stream. And I do want to get back up and streaming. I think as soon as I get back from vacation, I'm going to officially try and solve all of my streaming woes. But yeah, we are going to finish that. Trust me, that's going to be a cool build. But yeah, this place is, even just with a couple builds, it's coming together sort of the way I envisioned it in my mind, which is cool. So anyway, our little log cabin from last time. I haven't got your guys' feedback. Probably a lot of great stuff, but yeah, it's still chilling there. I like the pathways. I do want to expand on them a little bit more. The Canadian flag is just excellent. Just excellent. Anyway, we are not working over here. We are going to be... Oh, actually, I did want to... There's a few more recipes I want to move. But we are going to be working on our teleporter room that I started last time. Teleporter hub. I really want to get it up and running. It is a bit of a mega build, if you wanted to call it that. A bit of a mega build. It's huge. It's huge. Unlocked. Oh! Yellow adobe. I think only I put stuff in here. So this... Look at that. Yellow adobe wall. Yellow adobe wall. Huh. How about that? I've been trying to get that for... I wonder... I mean, that... Unless... No, it must have been my recipe. I wonder how many times I've picked up that recipe and not used it. I sort of assumed that if you picked it up, it used it. I didn't realize you had to click on it again. Interesting. Anyway, we'll sort out an actual recipe room at some point where each recipe will sort of have its own little display, I think could be kind of cool. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have a chest, and in front of it, you'd see a block, whatever block is in that chest. I think that could be really neat. I'm not sure how many recipes there actually are. I think that could be a really neat room, though. Anyway, too many ideas. Too many ideas, and not enough time, I think, is what's happening. I extended this pathway over a little bit. It's going to come down this side. I really like this pathway. It's simple. It's elegant. I have to mix it up a little bit more. You can see we've got stone slabs sort of weaving in and out of it. That's something I definitely have to do to parts of it. But we'll do that all another time. For now, we're going to work over here, at least for the start of today. I do want to start mixing up my episodes as we talk through a loading screen. 55 players now. Can you believe it? We're up to 55. Amazing. But, yeah, I do want to start varying out my episodes. I feel like I get so focused on one thing, and sometimes that can become a little monotonous and boring. So I do want to start splitting them up and doing other stuff, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, oh my gosh, are we at... I think that's 9 players online? How long before... I wonder how many players you can get online before it becomes, like, crazy? Like, I'm just worried... Well, I'm not worried. I am curious how many people you can get online before it gets, like, really laggy. But anyway, this is going to be an area that's going to have a ton of lag eventually, I hope. Well, I don't hope, but if there's a lot of teleporters, that's a good thing, but could also be a bad thing. Anywho, the colors. You guys have seen all of this. None of this is new. I'm setting up a little workshop because we're going to be doing some work over here. And I think today I have sort of, I like to set goals for myself. So I'm just going to tell you my goals at the start. And we'll see how many we can get done. One of my goals today is to get a roof on this central area. Sort of. I don't know what I want to do for the walls. I think what I'm going to do is try and set up a few of them. Let you guys... Oh no, I'm backlogging. Interesting. Interesting problem. Well, maybe I'll set up a few walls, and then it'll be like 3 or 4 episodes until I'm back, and then we can all like vote and try and come together. Unless I find one that I really love. But anyway, I kind of want to get a shape, at least, of the roof. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be made out of. I have kind of an interesting idea for it that I'm not going to spoil, but I have kind of an interesting idea. I'm not sure if it'll actually work. I think it's possible. It would take a lot of effort, but I kind of want to get the shape of the ceiling. And I kind of want to figure out what to do with these floors and whatnot. Yeah, just some basic design. I kind of want to get the roof shape. I want to get some wall designs laid out. I want to get the floor more or less finished. It may sort of change depending on what the wall looks like. I also sort of want to get... This was a bad... This is... The biomes one's going to be a little bit different because it's very set. But I kind of want to get a template going one of these directions just to sort of see what it's going to be. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to continue this industrial floor. I do like it. It's a very plain textured block, and it's just sort of there. So I might continue this as a pathway. I'm not sure. It's also very cheap, which is a positive. I'm not sure, though. I kind of want to vary up the pathway. But either way, a lot of work to get done. None of it's going to get done if I'm talking. So let's just try and get something done here. We here on the sloppy public world are doing something unheard of. Discord in the description if you want to join the world. We are trying to do the 8-man sleep. We have 8 people online. We need everyone to go to bed. I wish we could do, in Minecraft, you could do command blocks so you can make it so if one person goes to bed, it resets today. In Creativerse, you need everyone to go to bed. And, yeah. I don't think we're going to do it. I think we have 4 people in bed. Doesn't seem like it, does it? No, there's people crafting. We may never sleep on this server again, but 8 people online. Whatever. Check out these archways. I decided to start with the archways. I mean, you get 4 of these lights every time, so I was like, oh, we'll find a place to put them. Very red. Very red. I was thinking maybe it would be better to have like one central. But yeah, you can see what I did with this. I kept it relatively simple because I think... I kind of want each teleporter to have its own little... We'll talk about it, but I kind of want each teleporter to have its own little, like, box where you can sort of decorate it to show what it is. And, so yeah, I didn't want this to be too complicated. It's just an archway. There's a little bit of depth with the stone slabs, and that sort of ties it to the floor and whatnot. And, yeah, it's not bad. I also like that the light sort of continues up, so you get quite the vibe. You can easily tell which side is which right now. This side will just be the plain side. So yeah, I really like that. We'll probably keep this center part relatively dark so that you can easily... let's see. Can we get a few more people in bed? Let's find out. I'm probably going to keep the center part relatively dark so that you can see the colors quite easily. And, let's, why won't it let me, go to bed? Let's see, can we get the 8-person sleep? It's big time. Oh, I think we're at 5. Just give it another second. You know what happens though, is you see a couple people go to bed, you go get your bed, by the time you get there, other people have jumped out. I wish there was an option, 1 person sleep. 2 more people. You might be about to witness history. You might be about to witness history. Did it take us most of the night? I think we only have about 4 more hours anyway. But I think there is there someone AFK? Who's on? Maybe. Soul. Yeah, No, I don't. You know, some people, even I find myself occasionally not being able to see chat, or just, you know, not noticing it. You get really focused in, and you just don't even think about it. Is it gonna happen? I have no time for this. What's up? Okay, he's there. I don't want to cut if history's about to happen. Sleep, 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 sleep. My voice is going. We don't have long now. The night is upon us. I need a bed. Oh, there. Oh, logging out also works. We all in bed? Nobel went to sleep. Sleeping! Hey, we did it! I think it was a 6-person. But that might be a new Creativerse record. A server of more than 3 people actually managed to coordinate going to bed. But anyway, you can see they don't look great in the daytime with a lot of sunlight. But that's okay, because we'll probably close in this place completely. Glass doesn't really work as super transparent, so I'm not super worried about it. But you can see it looks a lot better at night when you can really tell the colors, so we'll probably do that. I'm going to build these up. I still don't know what these blocks are going to be. You can see I've tried to incorporate the color quite a bit into it. I don't know what this... So we got to choose a block for this side. Yeah, I like the way it's coming together, though. I actually really like the archway. In the light, you can see it a little bit better. There's a little bit of depth. I'm thinking I might change out those slab blocks, perhaps, for something. But I like that depth. The stacked stone wall, I think, is a really nice block. I'm not entirely sure I dig it. This outline right on the edge here, I'm not sure we want to do the stacked stone wall for that. But I think it looks pretty good. It's really easy to tell. And... yeah, let's rock and roll here. An interesting question. We've talked about this a little bit, but I don't know what block I want this side to be. We've got all of the arches finished. I think they look really good. We just have to blend them into a big ceiling. But yeah, I don't think siltstone works. I kind of like it in the wall, like the little bit of texture and stuff, but down here, I think it looks a little too... bland. I think I'm being a little bit torn by like seeing it next to sand. I think it's gonna look pretty bad, but yeah, I don't think it's working. Either way, I'm gonna leave it in for now. Man, I have to like go pick up some more. I'm gonna leave it in for now. That'll probably change. I just want a placeholder block so this side looks sort of finished. But yeah, now I'm going to start work on the ceiling. Which doesn't seem like the logical next step, but I'm kind of into it. Yeah, this place is really starting to take shape. I put in a little bit more work. I've got this sort of ring at the top that I kind of like. I think I'm going to adjust the shape to make it a little bit more circular. But I've got this. I think that's going to be a good height. These sections are going to be kind of interesting to do because they're obviously starting at a different height. So our ceiling might be kind of different, but I have a neat idea for how to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of finish the support and get this top part in. I've also been working on the wall a little bit. I really like this design. The stairs give it a little bit of shape. I'm using some of the medieval blocks, and then back to the stacked. I kind of wanted to tie back in the stacked. I'm not sure I like that pillar of stacked stone wall, but I think it looks really good. At nighttime, I really love that you can easily identify which side. The blue is a little bit dim compared to the other colors, but I guess that sort of makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more to the ceiling. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update while I'm building. Because, you know, it just sometimes you get a little caught up and you're like, oh yeah, I've been building for a while. I am going to reshape this. I don't like that it's sort of, I don't know, almost like a diamond shape. I don't know how to describe that shape. I'm going to try and make it a little bit more circular in a block game. Yeah, I kind of think we might move the teleporter like underground or something and do, I don't know. If you guys have a way to hide a teleporter, let me know, because I kind of don't like it just floating in the middle. I think it'll take away from what this room will be. Which is, I think it's a good scale for like a center room. These sides are also going to be quite large. They're going to be quite large. This is going to be a big build, but that's good. I like big builds. Anyway, yeah. Oh, it looks good from like this angle here. Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea of being like, oh yeah, I'm in the yellow side, or, you know, the teleporter's through the blue way. I think that'll be cool. I do want you guys suggested for a block here, though. This siltstone, it just isn't it. It isn't it. I just don't know. I'm thinking maybe asphalt could be good, because it's sort of just a very different color from everything else. The only problem I have with it is it's pretty close to the floor. The other block I was sort of thinking might look kind of nice is maybe limestone, which I might have a little bit of. Thinking like white or black, like something just very plain could look good. So if we go over here, because we got the plain colored lights, the basic light, I'm just not sure. Limestone could be okay. Let's just do it up here. I'm gonna give you guys these two options. Let's finish up this side as well. We're not gonna do the ceiling one, but yeah, I like the separation of these sides pretty a lot. So, well, the white and black kind of look funny together. The black actually stands out quite a bit. I don't like how close it is to the industrial floor, but I don't mind the black. The white, I think, is too plain. We'd probably have to use a different white block. This is way too plain, though. Yeah, I don't like how that blends with the stone, the white, and the I actually kind of like the asphalt. You know what? I'm going to switch it over to asphalt. I'm going to work on the ceiling a little bit. I don't know if we'll stay with asphalt, but I kind of like the way it looks. I came over here to show you guys some progress on the Creativerse Fight Club. So this is an idle fighting arena. How do I... Creativerse Fight Club if you're on the server. If not, you can join at the Discord down below. They're doing an amazing job. They are creating an entire graveyard. You can see the church looks fantastic. And there's a whole underground fighting ring where we're going to fight idols, which are supposed to come out next week. Hey there. Yeah, next week they're supposed to come out. Why do I have an Aztec torch? I'm pretty sure a bunch of this stuff is not mine. That's fine. Anyway, I came over here to check it out, and apparently the teleporter they put in the corruption, which is where the big arena is going to be, is letting loose a lot of unfriendly creatures, I would think is the word I want to describe them with. Unfriendly creatures. But you can see that some cool stuff happening. We got some custom trees that look really nice. I'm trying to get really good with using... I'm trying to get really good at using my glider to land on, like, single blocks. It's really hard. But, yeah, letting loose a lot of corrupted creatures. Looks like some sort of flame or something over there. Corrupted tree. I love the pathway with the cobblestone blocks are just lovely with the turned grass. Looks really good. I also love this block. I've talked about it before, but this dead grass, I love. Anyway, I also wanted to take a look at, we are using concrete at our build, and I wanted to take a look at the adobe walls, because I know some people are going to talk about this. And the reason I don't want to use these is mostly these two, the white and the yellow. I think they're too close in color. For our needs. So if we did the 4 colors, I think these two are a little too close. I also think the yellow's a little too washed out for our needs. The red and the blue I really love, but the yellow and the white's fine, but the yellow is a little bit too washed out, a little bit too close to the white. I think it would just sort of not work for our build. I really want to show you guys this arena, but... I think it's through one of these tombstones. I thought it was through one of these tombstones. Enter for the idol arena. Let's check it out. Yeah. This will be a sweet place to fight idols. Huh, how did that... We fell through... It's just an open block below the teleporter. Is that all it takes to hide a teleporter? Well, that won't work. Our roof is way too high. You'd probably take so much fall damage. They've got... Oh, that's the end of the world. That's the bottom of the world. It looks like glass. I forget about that every time I see it. So that's the very bottom block of the world. You can see it says end of the world. It looks like glass above Lumite water. Yeah, one thing you may notice, which I did not know, if you're in the corruption, you can see we're not taking corrupted damage right now. So, when you're in the corruption, if you are 2 blocks away from any corrupted block, so if you pillar up and you're 2 blocks away from any corrupted block, so say that was a corrupted block, if we're 2 blocks away, you actually don't take any corruption damage. You don't heal either. If you're 3 blocks away, it actually starts to minimize. So it's radius to a corruption block. Actually, we might be able to test that right now. So you can see I'm taking corrupted damage. Am I? No. What's happening? Am I magic? I might be magic. Anyway, just ignore everything I said. I'm going to go back to our teleporter build because I'm a little terrified of everything that's walking around us. Although, you know what? Now that we can one-punch everything, I'm not as scared of down here. Still a little too scared to stay, but... So, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more of what I was talking about. So this is the yellow adobe, and you could see, compared to the yellow concrete especially, it's just so washed out. It barely looks any different from the white. And with the yellow lights, it sort of becomes more pronounced. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference, but I just did not feel comfortable with that color. I much prefer the yellow concrete for the color. The only one that I kind of... I mean, I wanted the colors to be really pronounced, so it's really easy to tell with the lights and the colors. The only one that I kind of think would be better is maybe the red. I do want to keep the concrete just for the continuity of textures, but I kind of prefer the red adobe just because it's a little less orange than the concrete. But overall, I think it's all going quite well. Yeah. The only side I'm a little bit, you know, unperturbed. I think I want the word perturbed. Maybe I should stop using words I don't know. The other one I kind of don't like is the asphalt side, but the more I see it, the more I'm kind of into it. I think it's just different. You can easily tell which side it is. And this is actually going to be the first side we work on, is the biome side. This is where we're going to sort of build out our ideas, test our ideas. There's a few things to note with this build, is we have to keep the wings kind of cheap in terms of material. So probably a lot of stone, maybe we'll mix in some wood. We need to keep it cheap because it needs to be extendable easily. So every now and again, we're going to have to come and sort of put on additions to these sides. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So it needs to be relatively cheap. We don't want to do like a ton of iron or lumite or anything, just because we don't want to make it too much of a drag to extend. The other thing is it has to be tileable. You know, it has to be extendable without looking too bad. Because sometimes you get a design and if you keep extending it, it just looks really bad. So we kind of want it to be extendable, but also decent. And yeah, anyway, I made this a little bit more of a circle. I also made these 2 wide. So now we've got a clear divide for this side. Each of these panels, I'm going to call them, I think are going to be a little bit different. I sort of have this crazy idea where the top, this side, and the bottom all kind of link together. So we have sort of 4 distinct vibes. I'm not entirely sure I actually want to do that. I think it could be really neat. I just don't know if I'm good enough of a builder to actually pull it off. And I'm sort of, you know, like, especially the center part, I'm sort of not asking for help purposely because I'm sort of, I don't know, I sort of want to, like, do it myself. You know, if that makes sense. It's sort of not, I do want to do a ton of builds with the community where I do ask for help, but every now and again, it's sort of a solo build, sort of a point of pride, I suppose. I'm not sure about this panel thing, though. We're going to try it out. But I'm out of time to record for today. We got a lot of work done. This was basically just this platform before. I think my next move is to extend out these platforms a little bit. Start designing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like. Let me know what you think of those comments down below. Again, I am backlogging, so I will be catching up with all your comments in like 2 weeks from, well, like a week. No, like a week and a half from when this video comes out, I'll be able to put in changes you guys suggest. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of those comments down below. Oh, man, this place really looks good at nighttime. It really makes me want to just cover in the entire thing and keep it really dark. It's an idea. It's an idea. I do want a little bit of glass, though, because I do like seeing the roof. Maybe only the center part will be glass. I don't know. I'm pretty undecided on everything. Anyway, leave a like. Let me know what you think of those comments down below. Subscribe for more Creativerse. All that jazz. If you guys want to play on this server, Discord is in the description down below. All the information is on there. Discord's free. I had a few people ask me, saying they don't have Discord. I would just recommend grabbing it. It's free. We have some really great chats. The Discord's pretty active for this server, which is cool. A lot of people chatting and whatnot. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao!